Look, I know in the last Diablo video I was Mr. Positivity and all. This is what playing too much Call of Duty does to a person, okay? Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some more Diablo 4. We got a few things I want to get done here today. Gonna be continuing on the seasonal quest line here. And as I'm sure you guys can tell from the title of this video, I've got a few different things to talk about. Honestly, when do I not? Although before we get going here, a quick update on build and stuff. Nothing really super significant as far as gear goes. I did get a redundant legendary effect here. These both do the same thing. Probably gonna want to replace one of those. And then for abilities, I've mostly been going back and investing into passives, trying to boost my essence generation. As far as my actual core skills and like my key passive and stuff go, I'm pretty much done as far as changing this build around. Although I did get this cool looking legendary, which sort of encourages me to play with a shadow imbuement in addition to poison, so I might end up experimenting with that at some point. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Let's see what this guy has to say. I gotta be honest, by the way, it's been so long since I've actually progressed the quest, I completely forgot what was going on. Or wait, so where am I going? I'm going here. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Also, I know we're already a bit of a ways in here, but as always, make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I have fallen a bit off the season recently, as I'm sure you can tell by my level down there, which I'll be talking about in a bit, but if you do enjoy what you see, then subscribe and stick around. Or what do we have here?
Just listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
Varshan is the source of the disease.
That's the guy we fought before, right?
If there's anywhere to hunt.
Alright, so we're gonna be searching some ruins for long lost knowledge. Classic.
No one's tried to explore Karamat's reach since it was sealed.
Well, maybe there's a reason for that. Should we really be here? I mean, I'll be fine, but what about you, dude? Oh shit, also, I just realized my hotkeys are all messed up because I've been playing on PC. Oh yeah, in case anybody's wondering why we're still playing on PS5 instead of PC here, I don't quite have everything all set up to be recording on PC yet. I need to figure out a better setup for that, so for now, we're still on the PS5. I'll see what I can do about that in the future, though.
Ah, yes, here. There's a door hidden beneath the statue.
Ah yes, where any sensible man would think to look. Okay, there's a second statue nearby. Let's go looking for it. Oh, that wasn't very hard. Although, actually, to be honest, one thing I did want to talk about in this video, even though I've been playing on PC, I have been considering going back to using a controller, actually. I don't know, man. There's a few different things on mouse and keyboard that just kind of feel awkward. Like, obviously, me spending so many hours playing controller with this game is gonna make me more comfortable with that by default, but also, I don't know, like, I played Diablo 3 on PC mostly, and I didn't really have any problems with that. I played Dota 2 with a mouse and a keyboard. I don't have any problems with that whatsoever. There's just some things in this game that don't quite feel right, you know? Like the horse, for example. I know for a fact I am not the only person that has issues with the horse with a mouse. And then there's other things like this build wants me to run through crowds of enemies. Like, what is this? The basic skill Blade Shift. It makes you like phase through enemies essentially. And that can be kind of awkward to do while you're, you know, trying to use a mouse and also like click on people and cast your abilities and stuff. I don't know. I've just been thinking about maybe plugging a controller in and giving that a go. Also, this build still does a shit ton of damage, by the way. Like, I'm pretty sure I made the right call as far as class choice for the season.
All we can do is capture him. Kill him.
Wait, yeah, of course we are. What do you mean? Hasn't he killed like thousands of people or hundreds of people or whatever? Like, yeah, we've done all we can, dude. I don't understand. Why are we so upset here? I know he's your friend, but like, whatever, he's gone. All right, I guess we're returning to the guy's village and we're gonna end the thing? Interesting. One thing I was actually trying to get done before this video, I was trying to get my way through chapter 4 here since for the most part, all these seasonal quests have been locked behind like the seasonal journey tiers. I figured if I completed chapter 4, I could just get the entire... Oh, hello? But yeah, I was originally thinking I would try and finish chapter 4 so I could just do this whole seasonal quest all in one go in the video for you guys, but I sort of got bored trying to power level and get all these things done, so initially I said screw it, but I mean, hey, if this is the end of the quest, I won't complain. All right, what's the plan?
We have what we need to capture Varshan.
Perfect, I can kill him, let's go. No more debating, no more running around, let's just go do it.
We need to get to the undercroft of the church to prepare the ritual.
Prepare away, my guy. All right, so I have to clear the malignant from this place. Interesting. Although, actually, the point I was just making about getting bored of power leveling kind of leads me nicely into what I wanted to talk about in this video, which is also the title that I'm sure got a lot of you to click on this video, assuming you're still here anyway, which is that I'm kind of getting bored of this season of Diablo 4. Now, right off the rip, that's a little bit clickbaity. I'm still not in that camp of a lot of players where it's like, oh, I'm so sick of the game, I can't wait to quit, blah, blah, blah. It's nothing like that. The game's still fun for what it's worth. It's just, I'm kind of at this point where I'm finding it difficult to play the game in the stretches and for the period of time that it feels like it expects of me. Because like, so for context, right, back in the sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, the preseason or whatever, I was totally fine doing a ton of just mindless grinding, you know? Not only did I level my main sorcerer well into the endgame, but I also, for those of you who remember, I had a hardcore necromancer that I ended up getting to, I think around level 40 before it ended up dying, which obviously that's not like endgame content, but that's still a fair bit of, you know, time investment. And at the time I was doing it, I didn't really mind necessarily, but I'm kind of getting to the point where the whole leveling process for this game is, I don't know, starting to get a little tiresome, I guess. Also, I cleared the path, dude. What do we need to do next?
I can't imagine a more fitting place.
Fitting place for what? What are we doing exactly? I wasn't really paying attention. I guess we're going into the church here? Cool, cool. Let's church away. There are marks all along the undercroft from rabid clawing. I'm sure we're gonna find out what did that eventually. But yeah, like I was saying, the whole leveling process is kind of starting to wear on me a little bit. I think just because it tends to be very repetitive, you know? Well, not just repetitive. I mean, Diablo's kind of a repetitive game. It's more so that it's repetitive in a way that kind of, I don't know, isn't so fun on your like millionth playthrough of the same dungeon, you know? Because the thing is, right, the main way you level up in this game, as far as the most efficient way to level up pretty much, is to just run dungeons, right? You want to do, you know, either the Tree of Whispers or just run the same dungeon over and over or whatever. And the thing is, I didn't mind that for a while the game was new, but now that I've pretty much played through most of the dungeons that the game has to offer, and I mean, a lot of them are, you know, repeated objectives and repeated dungeon endgames and stuff, right? There's a lot of dungeons in this game that just aren't fun to play over and over again, right? Like, I think it was in the last episode I was complaining about destroy the skeletal constructs objectives and stuff like that. And then there's always the ever classic ones where it's like, oh, go slay all the enemies in this particular area, and you end up having to backtrack for about 1,000,000 years to find that one singular goblin that you missed, you know? It's like, that's fine every now and again, but when it's over and over and over again and you have to do it because it's the only really effective way to level your character up quickly, it's not so fun at that point, you know? Which is what led me to the title of this video and saying that I'm getting a little bit tired of Diablo 4. It's not because I hate the game or I think it's bad or anything like that, it's just, I'm sort of at this point where I've played through most of the content available to me and it's kind of just getting repetitive. And because I'm having to constantly repeat the things that I don't like, they're starting to get on my nerves a little bit more.
Prepare the ritual.
Okay, what am I preparing? Clear the corruption from the ritual site. No problem, dog. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm sure it'll be good. Okay, we're ending this. Let's end it. Please drop me a good legendary, sir. Whatever boss is about to be summoned anyway. Or at the very least, drop me something useful. It would be nice of you. Oh, shit, son. Dude, I keep forgetting to fucking use my poison imbuement. These hotkeys have me all messed up. Like I was kind of saying before, I changed where all my, like, abilities are on the hotbar because, you know, I've been playing on PC. I want them on, like, different places for actual, you know, keyboard. And now I have to deal with it on controller. I don't feel like putting it back. Maybe I really will follow through on what I was saying and just go ahead and start playing on controller full time. I don't think you really lose anything from doing that, do you? Oh, hello there. Oh, hey, look, it's a guy. You have a shield that I can't seem to break. What the hell, man? I used all my stuff and you didn't... Whatever. There we go. That's the damage I was looking for. This is good. Although I'm not really blowing this guy up like I have been a lot of these bosses. Why does he keep getting this shield, by the way? Like, is there something I'm supposed to do to, like, break that? Or is it just he's gonna be invulnerable for certain segments? I kind of want to know so I'm not, like, wasting my resources, you know? Ow. I mean, I'm doing good damage to him, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Dude, I keep pressing the wrong button for my dodge move, or the, what is it, dash? Actually starting to get on my nerves here. I mean, this fight really isn't that bad so far. I kind of expected it to be worse. I hope this isn't the final boss of, like, the seasonal quest. That would be kind of lame. I was sort of expecting something on, like, Lilith level, you know? Why are you invulnerable again? Stop. Dude, this shield thing is actually getting on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, sir, we get it. We understand. Thank you. Okay, he's dead. Cool. Easy enough. You have anything else for me, sir, or is that it? I guess that's it. Wait, capture his heart. Where's his heart? Oh, there it is. I'm working on it. Oh, there's gonna be a phase 2. Perfect. Now this is what we like to see. Boss battle extravaganza. Let's go. Oh, well, that's kind of disappointing. Damn, I'm actually feeling really let down. I was ready to go fucking toe-to-toe with this guy. Is the heart he gave me any good at least? Where is it? No, it's the same shit as all the rest of them, unless I'm missing it. What is this? A bag? Whatever, dude. What do you want?
Meet me at the wagon.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, my friend, Mr. Corman, man. Damn, that was actually so anticlimactic, I completely forgot what I was talking about. I genuinely thought there was gonna be a phase 2, dude. This sucks.
With Varshan destroyed,
the malignant will start to diminish. Okay, so this is the explanation of why they're still gonna be around for the rest of the season. So wait, is that it? Are we done?
they tell stories of you to frighten children.
Wait, who the fuck tells stories about me to frighten children? What?
Like spinsters about you.
Well, fuck the church. I don't care about them.
You are the wanderer.
That's me. Is that the end of it? Are we done here? I mean, unless there's more once I get to World Tier 3. What the hell, man? Yeah, I guess that really is it, huh? Damn, I was sort of expecting something a little more in-depth, I guess. Oh, well, let's, I don't know, let's go do a random dungeon, I guess. Add that to the list of reasons why the game's starting to get boring, I suppose. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying before, like I said, the leveling process and just the way some of the dungeons in this game are and how goofy a lot of the objectives are, it's kind of just started to get on my nerves at this point, you know? Like, every time I enter a dungeon, I'm just kind of like, do I really want to go, you know, slay a skeletal construct or have to kill kill everything in a certain area. Like, these ones aren't so bad. I just have to find a certain guy and take a key and then we're good to go. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember exactly which video it was specifically that I talked about this, but I kind of wish almost that they would bring back Nephilim Rifts. I know that that system had its own whole, you know, host of issues as far as it's sort of trivializing a lot of the other content in the game, but I feel like having some kind of option like that that's just a lot more straightforward, where it's just, hey, okay, go here and kill these things and you don't really have to think about it. And, you know, you can make progress on your character, because that's kind of, at the very least for me, the way I like to play Diablo. I don't want to have to think too hard. I want to just go, you know, clear some dungeons, get some cool loot. I mean, obviously you have to kind of think about what you're doing, but, you know, I don't want this to be search and rescue the dungeon crawler video game, you know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to do something like that, I would go play a different RPG. Like, that's not really what I played Diablo to try and achieve. But anyway, long story short, that's the whole story behind the title of this video. I'm just kind of getting bored of running, you know, the same dungeons with the same objectives I don't really like over and over again. It's getting to the point where a lot of the time when I see some of these objectives, my eyes just kind of roll and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go do this, as opposed to me being really excited to do them, you know? Oh, look, I got a legendary piece of armor and I can't pick it up. Inventory management, man, what can you do? Oh yeah, and there's the whole thing with that. I'm not even gonna get into that in this video. I know everybody was clowning on the devs for how they had all that set up, and the explanation, I guess, as to why they can't increase the inventory space faster. Also, let's see, what is this? When there are at least 5 close enemies, stun them for 4 seconds. Wait, that actually sounds pretty good. Holy shit, that's actually so strong. Now, all that negativity aside, there's a bit of a positive note here. I am still trying to be at least somewhat positive about this game, because I do still like it. Just because I'm getting a little bit bored here after playing the game for, I don't even know how many hours at this point, it doesn't mean that the game's, like, inherently just a piece of garbage and, you know, has no place, you know what I mean? And that optimism comes from what I was talking about a bit last time, which is the devs' feedback to the way players have been reacting to the game and the patches and stuff. They did another one of those, like, fireside chats or whatever you want to call them last week, and I think the player base pretty much on the whole was pretty happy with what they had to say. I didn't really see anybody outside of, you know, the usual suspects who just kind of want to be mad to be mad. I mean, there's always going to be those people no matter how good or bad a game is going to be. But outside of them, I think most people were reacting to the update and stuff pretty positively. I also took a look at the patch notes for the upcoming patch 1.1, which I believe is going to be dropping on Tuesday, and everything in there looked pretty good. I know for one thing, they're apparently supposed to be adjusting mob density, which should be doing a ton as far as, you know, me getting sick of leveling up, because like one of the things that's annoying is take that one objective I was just talking about, you know, slay all enemies in an area. Like right here, I have essentially 1 succubus and then a ruin maw here. And it's like, okay, great, I killed these and now I have to walk however long to get over here, and then I have, what, 10, 11 enemies? I know there are some people that kind of want to go back to the Diablo 2 style of things where enemies are a little bit harder and less dense, but at the very least for me, I prefer the Diablo 3 style of things where it's just wave after wave of enemies and you're kind of just mowing them down like the Doomslayer or something. I don't know if a lot of people necessarily agree with me on that take, but at the very least, that's how I like my Diablo games to be. And hopefully after the next patch, the game gets a little bit closer to that. I'm not saying it has to be exactly like Diablo 3, but I'd like it to be at least a little bit closer in that regard. Although, see, this dungeon right here, this one I don't mind. It had a very straightforward first objective, and now it's just sending me to go fight a boss. This is good. I like this. There should be more dungeons like this. 100%. Absolutely enjoy this. If all the dungeons were like this, to be honest, I don't think I would even be complaining right now. It's just, you know, for whatever reason, I guess they thought we wanted variety, and while that's certainly fair, I can see how some people would get bored doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. At the same time, when that variety isn't exactly fun, it would almost be better just to stick to the one thing that you know works. Because at the very least for me, these super straightforward dungeons where it's just, hey, do one objective and then go fight a boss, I have next to no complaints about this. It's totally fine. And I think on that note, I'll call this video here. Not really much else to talk about. I just wanted to kind of finish up the seasonal quest here with you guys and then discuss a little bit about why I've gotten a bit bored of the game, why I've been falling off a little bit, both in terms of my uploads and then also just from my progress in the season. As you can see from my level down there, I haven't been playing nearly as much as I wanted to be. And unlike with my sorcerer, it's not because I went back and made a hardcore character to try and level that up. I just haven't been playing the game very much. But like I said, we'll see what this patch has in store. I still have faith in the devs. I don't think Diablo 4 is a bad game by any means. I just think it's not a game that's optimized for me to play it for extensive periods of time, you know? But regardless, as always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more content. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.